So today I'm going to talk about eggs and different types of eggs you buy in the store versus free-range eggs that they say. So I've gotten 4 kinds of eggs. I've gotten the Eggland's Best organic, and it says vegetarian fed hens, and they also say cage free. Okay, and I'll tell you, the problem with this is vegetarian hens does not mean that they are outside wandering around like the chickens that we have. The chickens that we have are let out and they wander our whole property, and they eat bugs, and they eat all kinds of forage, and they eat grains, and they eat fruits and vegetables that I give them. And so chickens are not vegetarian. The problem when they say eggs cage free, yeah, okay, they're cage free. It doesn't mean that the chickens themselves are outside outside a building, outside in bright light, in the sun, and being chickens. There are many instances where they're kept in buildings and they're fighting and pecking themselves, and they do not get a chance to forage for bugs and rodents and whatever they can catch outside. So there's the Eggland's Best. Not to say that store-bought is bad, but we're just talking to the difference. This too is great value from Walmart, and they also say cage free, and brown versus white eggs aren't really different than any on the inside. So they're cage free. Again, we don't know the conditions that the chickens come from, and we don't know what kind of diet they're getting. This came from Walmart. They're just the normal generic egg that we buy, usually they're in a cage. They don't get to wander around. They get grains. They don't get to forage. They don't get to be normal chickens. Now we have multiple chickens. We only have one chicken that lays eggs right now. The other ones are a little bit young, but this chicken is named Bianca, and she gives us these eggs. And this is where our chickens get to wander around and eat a very rounded diet, and so they get to be normal chickens, and they are happy chickens. Now, why am I talking about the different eggs? We have no control when we go to the store, and we don't know it's assembled, but we do need the knowledge on how to do it, and we have a choice on where we're going to buy our food. As far as what I feel is, if you can buy from a farmer, at least you can see the conditions that your food's raised. So let's look at the eggs and the inside of the eggs. Eggland's Best egg. We've used these earlier today, so we don't have a full carton. It's kind of a neat way of having them assembled. They kind of have a little stamp and brown. They're really kind of neat. But once we open them up, they look like any other egg. You're paying $4 or $5 for a carton of egg, like for Eggland's Best. And we don't know what kind of nutrition these chickens are eating. And we don't know anything about the chickens it's coming from. Now, a lot of people can't afford organic, and I understand a lot of people can't afford cage-free, and it's just we don't have the budget to eat healthier, but all we have enough is to pay for what we can afford, unfortunately. This one is from Great Value, Walmart, and they're saying it's cage-free, so we think organic, healthy, whatever. So we're going to stick this in here, and we see that the two eggs look very similar. This is the type of egg we're used to seeing when we buy from the store. That nice yellow color. It's just pretty much what a lot of people buy. Not generic, we don't know where they come from, and they are caged. If you look at the comparison here, again, it looks like the other eggs in color. Now we're going to look at Bianca egg. Bianca gets to forage, Bianca gets to be a chicken. And she gets a very round diet. This is a chicken that is totally organic, no hormones, nothing. Now if you look at the difference between the eggs, Bianca's egg is really kind of orange versus this one and this one. This has a little bit more orange than this, but you really don't know what you're eating. But we're used to seeing these yellow eggs. So what do I think? What do I think that you might want to consider is think about what you're eating. Think about what people put in the food. Think about what they feed your animals, what hormones they put in them, what antibiotics they have. You really don't know. If you can support your local farmer and go to a farmer's market and buy eggs, I suggest it. Again, you don't know what they're eating, but you can always ask to go see their stuff, and you can also go to the farms around your area and eat that. So this is my take on what kind of eggs you are buying in the store and what it looks like to have a farm-grown chicken. So thank you very much.